So here we go. Should be a good one.
He missed with that jab.
That counter punch caught him clean.
Swing and a miss with that jab. So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
It's so hot, it's so heated, there's a roof on here, you don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on here.
And he scores with the counter. Well done with that counter shot. Punch, counter punch. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Sugar Ray Leonard dazed. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
They exchange punches. Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. Perfect counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Crawford's legs are all over the place. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is... There's the bell for round two. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Straight right just misses. That counter shot lands. Crawford is dazed. That was the moment.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. The counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counter punch is my favorite.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Crawford in trouble. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfect. 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big... On to the third. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Straight right just misses. careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter focuses on that outside game. You don't see them get hit too often. You don't see them in trouble a lot, but that's what their mantra is.
Oh, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Crawford got hit hard and down he goes. Lincoln, you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you continue.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
You've got to waste time. Get a step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to...
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's got. And there's the bell to start round 4. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen him up.
Sugar Ray is down! We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin's standing.
1, 2, 3, 4. Are you okay?
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself. Hold it right there. Crawford may be ready to go down. Do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down. How about that impact? Let's see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You still want to fight?
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Good counter punching. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Listen, both men promised to knock their opponent down, and they were right in that round.
Sometimes you talk about drawing first blood. What does that tell you?
Get that jab back. Keep boxing.
Great round, great round. Now relax, relax.
Time for the 5th round. We had not one, but 2 knockdowns in the previous round as both of these fighters went to the canvas.
That is showing the fitness, that is showing the stamina, that is showing the hard work done in the gym. If you can get knocked down and get back up and knock your opponent down, they've got it.
Catch and shoot. How about that time counter shot? He wasn't ready for that counter punch. Crawford in trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Crawford's legs are all over the place. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Crawford is dazed. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears. There's the bell to start round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Crawford may be ready to go down. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
A perfect counter lands. Good counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Missing with the hook. Sugar Ray's in trouble! We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will you do? What do they tell him when he goes back?
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Crawford in trouble. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Step back, composure.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Crawford's legs are all over the place. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way.
Oh my goodness, Johnny. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
I need you to switch back.
Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Just stay focused.
Switch on, switch on. You've been coasting this.
Mark. The jab working nice.
Round 7, here we go. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Crawford is dazed. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. And Sugar Ray is rocked. Say it ain't so. Down goes Sugar Ray. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you okay?
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Look at his corner. Look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down. Make the most of the count. Get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee. Save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner. Somehow get to the end of the round.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down for them doing their job.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Crawford may be ready to go down. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure. Final 10 seconds here. Hold it right there. Crawford is dazed. Crawford's legs are all over the place. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round.
Jump, slip, stay.
There's
Fight on by the grill, I'm like I'm Joe. Always trying to fight on by the
Bell to start round 8. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now,
Oh my God, Johnny! Crawford in trouble. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Those counter punches have to hurt. Beautiful counter shot. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round, so
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Crawford may be ready to go down. We don't see a knockdown.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Nice counter shot. Crawford is dazed. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Crawford in that last round.
Completely. Don't worry about
And there's the bell for round 9. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
And down goes Crawford. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Give me your club.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Crawford in trouble. But Crawford is on the canvas. Imagine seeing this punch coming and
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
you heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A